All that is left to do is to head back to Unity and add the player script to the player character. We do this just the same as we added RigidBody 2D. Select the player game object, click Add Component, and then Scripts Player. Now click play and you should find that Squarey moves continually to the right and then falls down the steps to his ultimate doom, figure 4 to 9. Figure 4 to 9. Squarey now has Lemming AI. Only once you've attached the script to your game object will it have any effect, and you could just as easily have added this to a ground tile for the same effect. Introducing variables. Now it's time for us to play with some variables. Variables are a very important concept in coding and are where a lot of the logic and versatility come in. Essentially, variable is a shorthand for a piece of data that can be used to represent the data, such as health or a player's name, in the future. Chances are, if you can think back to math at school, you will find you have encountered variables in the past. Remember puzzles like these. 10 plus x equals 13. Find x. Well, in this case, x is a variable that happens to represent 3. But if we were to write it like this, 10 plus x equals 65. That would allow us to alter the outcome, simply by changing the value of x using a key or something similar. We can do the precise same thing when working with variables in C#. For example, we can change the speed that our character moves at by replacing the one with a variable called moveSpeed. But first, we need to define what moveSpeed means by initializing it. So now our code looks like this. Using UnityEngine. Using System. Collections. Public class player. MonoBehavior public RigidBody 2D op. Squarey will move just the same before, but this time at twice the speed. When we created our variable, I used some terminology that will be useful to understand. Int, for example, is short for integer, which is a type of variable that stores whole numbers. Whenever you define a variable, you always need to tell C# what type of variable you're working with. A few useful ones to know at this point are: integer, any whole number.